Greetings! So, what is even rake tapping? Is this a new meme? Or have OS players discovered a new tapping technique? Well, kind of. Rake tapping is a cheesing technique where you slide your fingers across the keyboard inputs to achieve insanely high input rates at the cost of accuracy. This is used to cheese extremely high BPM streams, resulting in surprisingly high PP scores. The most notable user of this strategy is Laissez-Faire, who has received mixed reactions from the OS community, some defending his rake-tapped scores, while others wish to see rake-tapping sanctioned, similarly to touchscreen scores and 3-key streaming. I have made videos on both of these topics. Links are in the description, as always. The community is pretty divided on this topic, so let me know in the comments below what you think on the issue. Alright, so here we go again. These issues seem to pop up from time to time, where a new cheese strategy is invented, someone gets massive PP plays out of it, then the devs eventually scramble to make it unviable. Touchscreen got nerfed with the touchscreen detection, double tapping got nerfed with the accuracy rework, and if rake tapping becomes more widespread as a way to cheese out high PP scores, it will get dealt with as well, given enough time. Unfortunately, the forerunners of these cheese strategies tend to get harassed by a small vocal minority of the OS community. So before we discuss it any further, I have to mention that you shouldn't send threatening messages to these people, and so on and so forth. I wish this was self-evident, but here we go again. The issue with rake tapping and other similar cheese strategies is in the name. It is a cheese strategy. Some people argue that people should just adapt and learn rake tapping themselves. But I think they miss the point. Learning rake tapping requires skill and effort, no doubt. Just like every other cheese strat we nerfed to the ground. And they got nerfed for a reason. They simply do not align with the spirit of the game. Is this really how we want the next generation of OS players to approach the game? Learning various cheese strategies instead of actually mastering the incredibly sacred art of circle clicking? No, but seriously. Do we really want the devs to divert their already limited attention to patching up all the wacky cheese strats these players come up with when they inevitably break the PP system? Because our PP system was not designed with rake tapping in mind. It was made for conventional streaming techniques that relies on the assumption that one movement equals one input. Some may suggest that double tapping already goes against it by having one movement enter two inputs. But the devs specifically nerfed accuracy in a way that targets double tapping. Believe me when I say that if they could develop a detection system similar to touchscreen for that, they would. But that's easier said than done, so we are left with the second best thing. Creating a detection system for rake tapping is also difficult, so get ready for the PP system to be tweaked in a way that might not be ideal, but have to be done in order to preserve the integrity of the game if this keeps up. After all, there are 700 PP rake tap scores now, which is worrying. I'm not saying here that we should outright ban people for even using rake tapping, even though it is a possibility if things go out of hand. But we need to realize that these cheese strategies mess up how we compete in this game, making competition less enjoyable to participate in, as well as to follow. We are playing a rhythm game after all, even if some rhythm game elitists might start sweating profusely at this idea, OS being a rhythm game and all. In my humble opinion, cheese techniques shouldn't be awarded with PP in general, and my take doesn't change when it comes to rake tapping either. I don't know about you, but I would prefer if competing in this game wouldn't involve having to learn cheese strats, or even making it as a viable alternative. As long as it doesn't affect competition though, so basically only used offline or on unranked maps, I'm fine with it. But I'm curious what do you think of rake tapping, so let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure you'll do.